Hi, welcome to this edition of Frequently Asked Question Friday. I am a mom on the go today, so if I can have a conversation with the passenger next to me, I can have a conversation with you. I have 10 and 2. My eyes are on the road, so I won't be looking at you guys. So today I'm not going to be able to answer you. If you give me a thumbs up or you make a comment, I'm not going to know. I'm really sorry. But today I want to talk about the conference call request form. What is it? How do you use it? And more specifically, how do you not use it? And I love this tool that we have because I love it from my end as a corporate end. It just helps me keep my schedule so it's right on track so I can better serve you guys instead of just fielding questions randomly. It gives me a little bit more structure to my day and my life. But I also like it because it does allow you to specifically get your questions answered from us at corporate. So where is it? It is a nutraMetrix download. You will find it in unfranchise.com, support materials under downloads, nutraMetrix. It's a two-page form, and you're going to fill it out. Now, just keep in mind, it does have, it's very centered for people who are trying to get us to talk to one of their practitioners. But can you just use it for practitioners? Absolutely not. No. If you want us to talk to someone that's far along in the process, has seen the business plan, but has some questions about nutraMetrix, if you want us to talk to a prospective health professional, if you want us to talk to an existing health professional that maybe has some additional questions, if you yourself have some business building questions that you want to get answered, all of these are appropriate times to use the conference call request form. You will fill it out. You will email it to nutraMetrix at nutrametrix.com, and our team there will help schedule a conference call with you. Maybe you want to talk to Dr. Mason because you have a practitioner who has a clinical question that is best answered by Dr. Mason. Maybe you want to have a question with me because it's a nutraMetrix consultant that is considering the business, or you have a business building question. Maybe you want to talk to Brandy Murphy. You're bringing on board a large hospital group. You're bringing on board something that you want her experience, where she's been with us in corporate so much longer than I have. Maybe it is with Malika Comfort because you have a nutrametrix.com question. You have some suggestions about processes. Maybe you have a business building question that's best handled by Malika. Maybe you have a question you don't know who would best be able to answer it, and so you're just going to send it in and say, whoever is available, let's have that person answer it. So all these things are just possibilities for who could respond back to you and whose calendar you could get some time on. How not to use it. This isn't just a tool where you just say to your health professional, and you know what, our next step is we're going to schedule a call with Dr. Mason. If the practitioner doesn't have a specific question, guys, it's just not appropriate. And we're really here to try to help you, but we want to make sure, one, everyone is on the same page about the agenda of the call. 2, I'm going to red light so I can look at you. Hey, Angelique. 2, we want to make sure as well that you have a specific outcome in mind. If you let us know that specific outcome, it makes our job with the call a little bit easier. And if you have a specific agenda as well with something that you want us to talk about, something that then you want us to accomplish. So that is the best way to do it. It's not just like that every practitioner needs a call, because yeah, that's stranger from afar, but we have videos for that. That's why we shot the videos that we did in Cherry Hill. That's why at the trainings, I will shoot some videos with some practitioners. I know that there's conference calls out there. I know that there's meet-ons out there. So peer-to-peer, if they want to hear that, that's great, because that's on the practitioner's time. That doesn't take time out of our schedule. You guys are always asking, why isn't this updated? Or why is this taking so long to come out? Well, honestly, it becomes a little bit harder too when then we feel like we have some wasted time in our schedule because we're not really efficient. So we're trying to be as efficient as we can. We want to be able to help you the best that we can. We want to continue to provide this service for you. We're so accessible and so reachable. But you have to also respect our time and make sure that you have an agenda, you have an outcome, that both parties understand what you guys are going to talk about, why it's going to be talked about. So it's not just, we're not here to convince anyone of anything. I don't like getting on the phone with people that are so new that they haven't even seen the business. They don't know what nutraMetrix is. Not appropriate either. I like when people have specific questions that we can better answer just because of our experience, time with nutraMetrix, and that's where it is appropriate. Because this is a very specialized division. It's the professional division of Market America, and in so it doesn't mean that everyone in your direct team that you have access to has the same understandings of nutraMetrix that maybe you do. And so that's where we can come in and we can say, let's help you out. We'll bridge that gap. We'll be your, senior business partner for that day, help you answer those questions to help you move forward with your business. And so help us help you, and just be really specific when it comes to the conference call request form. I hope this has been helpful. I do think it's an underutilized tool. I'm surprised how few requests I get for business building help, for team growth help. I know we've put this out there at conventions. You keep saying, why isn't there a training that's coming to my area? Well, did you know that you can request us to come and either do a product training, an implementation training, a nutraMetrix UBP, one or all of the above? All you need to do is talk to your local coordinator, whoever heads up your local in your area, and they can contact us and help bring us into the area to do a training with you and for your area. And that's a great place to start. And then if we have a lot of growth in that area, that kind of gets priority when we look at our next year's schedule for where we're going to schedule our trainings and seminars. Where is there a ton of growth? Where is there a ton of opportunity for us to bring in people locally? So that's what we've been doing. What else do you guys ask? And then I feel, again, like I put it out there to anyone that's gone to nutraMetrix consultant training. I mean, if you have a big group of NCs and or HPs that you're working with, maybe you're doing team calls. I'd be more than happy to jump on one of your team calls as one of the featured speakers. And I've put that out there, and I have yet to have a request and fulfill that and go through with that. And that's something that we're here for. I mean, we're here. I'm an unfranchised owner just like you are. I have team calls. I invite leaders to come onto my team calls and speak to my group. And why not utilize us, especially if you want nutraMetrix to be a focus in your group, in your business. What I love about nutraMetrix, what appealed to me, is that we get paid on volume. So as individuals, I feel like sometimes there's only so much volume, individuals can do, right? I don't know about you guys, but I was sold on the fact that I could keep this part-time and that I didn't need a ton of customers. It wasn't so heavy sales driven. But what does that mean? That means that sometimes you need a good amount of people in order to hit those goals financially. And so when I saw nutraMetrix, and I saw that if I had a couple busy practices on the left and a couple busy practices on the right, I could do the same sort of volume with less people. And I'm all about efficiency, especially these days as I'm busier than ever and on the go. And so I find that this is one of the most efficient and effective ways to move volume, to move those products. Yeah, the sales cycle might take a little bit longer. Implementation has a couple more moving parts. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do a lot more volume through my business personally. And so I just hope this has been helpful. If you need help moving that volume, if you need help closing more of those accounts, we just want you to be really specific when you use our very valuable tool, which is the conference call request form. I hope that this has cleared up some questions that you've had about it. I will, when I stop driving, I'll go back and see if anyone typed in any questions so I can respond directly on Facebook. If you have a question that you'd like to be featured, just send us an email at nutraMetrix@nutrametrix.com with the heading Frequently Asked Question Friday, and you sure betcha that I will feature your question in an upcoming edition. Again, this is Sarah Tugender, your National Sales Manager, helping make this the most effective and efficient year yet for you with nutraMetrix. Have a great weekend.